Hello again. Oh, how many of the horror movies has there been? 11. And now, here we are with the 12th. Well, okay, when I first heard about this project, I was like, this movie might be okay. Amityville horror movies, they're going to continue to make them forever anyway. Uh, let's wait and see who they get to be in it, and who's the director, and who's the writer, and stuff like that. And then you find out the writer's some guy who's wrote, actually, I think one or two or three maybe good horror movies, maybe. And he's kind of known during, I think, horror movie, kind of like websites and stuff. And then they got the director of the remake of Maniac, which a lot of people liked. So I'm sitting there going, okay, this movie actually might be pretty good. And then the trailer came, and the actors were just... one of the actresses is Jennifer Jason Leigh. She is a good actress. She hasn't really been in anything in a while, though. But she's a pretty good actor. And then they got Bella Thorne. Disney, shake it up. Why did they pick her of all things? Come on, why? And when I found out she's in it, and then you're like, okay, maybe she might be alright. Then you watch the trailer, and here she is trying to act all badass, and they're a family that moves into a new home. So she has that whole, oh, I didn't get to see any of my friends. Oh, I'm so cool. I think I saw her wearing a leather jacket and kind of dark eyeliner around her eyes, and she's all acting all dark and brooding and stuff like that. I'm going, bah! Yeah, fucking right. Shake it up. Yeah, fucking right. Now, there's actually a couple of good things about this trailer. One is it doesn't really show too much, which I'm actually kind of glad they do that. But at the same time, what they do show in the trailer, it's alright. But there is one part where, there's something underneath the dresser or something like that, and the little girl looks over, and you see this going like that, and you're like, ah! And I was like, oh, that actually looks kind of scary looking. But then I'm going, okay. In the original Amityville horror book, or in the movie for that matter, there's that pig named Jody, which is like a demonic pig thing. Where the hell is that? If this thing's supposed to be anything remotely like the Amityville horror, why hasn't that any of the movies brought up the pig other than the original remake, or the original and the remake? I don't fucking get it. Okay, now, the thing is, the story, like I said, is about a family that moves into a new home, which happens to be the Amityville Horror House. Which it sounds like I said, Amityville Horror House. Anyway, so, the character's brother, Bella Thorne's brother, has this neurological disorder where he's I think he's almost in a coma. I don't know. He's kind of where he's he has a chance of a really small chance. Pretty much no one's ever survived this or whatever. Or there's a small chance, and they've been going through all these places. So they move to this area, Amityville, and they find a neurosurgeon or whatever, and try to find whatever, blah, 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 blah. So, then all of a sudden, it goes insidious. Really insidious. Truly insidious. Like I said, the guy's kind of in a coma, and for some reason, throughout the whole trailer, it's showing that he's the one that's going to be possessed throughout the movie, or throughout the movie. So I'm sitting there going, okay, you have a family, moves into a new home, and ghosts start attacking, and there's a demon, whatever, and someone's in a bed, trying to the family doesn't know what the disorder is, or what's wrong with them, and they try to figure out what it is, and they try to make sure that he doesn't get possessed, or whatever, kind of like that. And I'm like, okay, really? Did they really have to copy that? I get it. The awakening, so he's waking up. The thing is, the effects of this movie looks alright. There's a scene from Red, from that 70s show. He plays I think he plays a neurosurgeon doctor, maybe, or he plays some type of doctor, or whatever. Or something. He does something. I forgot. I don't know. It doesn't really specify exactly. Well, there's a scene where it shows flies flying around, and he's like, "Ah!" And you see the flies going, and And all of a sudden, huh? He looks around. What? Oh, it was all just my imagination. I'm sitting there going, okay, well, they did keep the flies, but at the same time, I'm going, CGI flies? No. Then another thing is in the trailer, which actually now that I think about it, it doesn't show like crazy ass stuff. But one thing it does show is that it shows him being possessed and moving and stuff, so you know what's gonna happen. So it's like it could have made it more mysterious. Like, is he gonna be possessed? Is he not? But when you see him going like that, and you hear a clicking sound when he's like moving his bones and stuff, and his arms are twisting like regular exorcism moves, especially like the ones these days, like, you know, The Ring or something, Japanese, whatever, that sort of thing. I'm like going, oh my gosh, why would you put that in the movie? I mean, this guy from the remake of a Maniac or whatever. It freaking, I'm pretty sure that movie's gory. It doesn't really have any CGI in it. I'm not sure. It might not. But this movie has a lot of CGI. It's like he didn't have, you know, what he wanted, and the movie company goes, okay, you're gonna put CGI flies in this, and you're gonna put CGI arms, and I'm like, ugh. So I think this is one of those movies that it could have been good, and it might be still good, and they might not be shown too much in the trailer, and it could surprise us. Because, I mean, when you look at the talent involved, there has to be something good with that. But when you watch the trailer, I mean, it's just alright looking. I mean, why did they do it like that? I don't know. It's just something about it. It just feels like it's not an Amityville movie. I think that's what it feels like. It doesn't feel like it's an Amityville movie. And another thing what I don't like about this movie is, back in 1974, something bad happened in the house. This guy killed his whole entire family, and they say voices said to do it. And I'm like going, okay, so what happened to the other family? The one that happened after the one that the original Amityville horror happened to? They're not. I mean, it might be in the trailer, it might be in the movie, which they might be keeping that from us. But I mean, think about it. If they're trying to go for Amityville horror, you would think that they would make it to where, if there's murders and then the Amityville family that happened after, then you would think people would not move to this house and that everybody would know about it. But somehow they just move in and not know anything about this house, and they somehow not find out until she's going to school and all that crap. I'm like going, oh my gosh, really? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Why in the hell would you do that? And I just don't like that. I would rather them remade it, and it would have been better is if that they remade the original book. They should call it the actual true story that's actually based on the book, not just based on true events or blah 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 blah. Because, okay, spoiler alert, in the books, the guy, the dad in the original movie and the guy who happened in real life, he freaking didn't even get possessed at all in the movie or in the book. And I'm sitting there going, why did they actually put that in the movie? What made them think that? And then you had the remake that came out. They could have changed that and they could have followed the book, but nope, they didn't. They copied the original. I mean, if you're gonna do a remake of something, why couldn't you just remake the book and make it more accurate to the book than the movie itself, than the original? He doesn't get possessed at all. Absolutely none. There's no possessions. The only one that supposedly got possessed was the DeFeo guy, whatever, the guy that killed the people in the 70s. That guy. So, and in the book, it's actually more like Insidious. Actually, and Poltergeist and all those movies. You have a family that bands together, that tries to, save his family, and they try to, work together. It's almost like that movie The Haunted with Jeffrey DeMunn. It's like that. It's like, they're going through his hardships and all that stuff. But that's a later time. But as I'm saying, they could have done something with that and made it the true book. But instead, they make it The Awakening. They try to do something different, which is cool. But at the same time, it's something that's already happened from another movie. And the things that happen in this trailer don't look very interesting to me. Except the thing and the thing. Other than that, that's the only thing that makes me want to see this. Bella Thorne, I better hope to God you're good, because if you're not, man, why can't you just go back to Disney where you belong? So, that's my review for this. So now I got Annabelle, and I think that's my last one, maybe. I'm not sure, but I'll think about it. But I'll see you when I do the Annabelle trailer. See you in a little bit.